Very good morning. I will be dealing with the working of investment multiplier. Okay, one of the most significant contribution of John Maynard Keynes is investment multiplier. Those who study macroeconomics should remember multiplier throughout, because that much significant is this particular concept of Keynes. Because even the concept of multiplier has helped American economy to come out of depression. That's why that concept has become very popular. Okay, now first, the concept of multiplier was introduced by J.F. Khan. It is very clear. The multiplier as such was introduced by R.F. Khan in 1931. You can see here during the period of Great Depression. Okay, but that multiplier was known as employment multiplier. R.F. Khan ने जो multiplier introduce कर दिया, that is known as employment multiplier. Keynes has introduced the concept of investment multiplier. You can see the difference. R.F. Khan has introduced employment multiplier. Keynes has introduced investment multiplier. That is the difference. Now, what is multiplier? Look here. Multiplier is equivalent to delta y upon delta I. What do you mean by that? Delta y stands for changes in income. Delta I stands for changes in investment. Children, listen very carefully. American economy was undergoing depression. Already so many times we told. So during the period of depression, the biggest challenge before the government was how to take economy out of depression. So that time, government has, Keynes has come out with that answer. That is, he said that if the government make a small change, look here, if the government make a small change, small change in the, autonomous investment. Children, be careful here. If you are sitting with a notebook, take down. Keynes emphasizes on autonomous investment. What do you mean by autonomous investment? Autonomous investment is the investment done by government. गवर्नमेंट जो इन्वेस्टमेंट करता है उसके लिए हम ऑटोनोमस इन्वेस्टमेंट बुलाता है. देयर आर टू इन्वेस्टमेंट इन द इकोनॉमी. वन इज ऑटोनोमस, सेकंड इज इंड्यूस्ड. देखो, दिस इज द फर्स्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट, दिस इज द सेकंड इन्वेस्टमेंट. ऑटोनोमस इन्वेस्टमेंट का स्पेशलिटी क्या है? इट इज डन बाय गवर्नमेंट. इंड्यूस्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट इज डन बाय प्राइवेट. Induced investment is done by private. Autonomous investment is done by government. I hope you are able to get the point. During the period of depression, autonomous investment play a very important role. What is the reason? Why the autonomous investment play an important role, children? Because already depression-ridden economy है, उधर investment करने के लिए private आएगा ही नहीं. So that time per, who has to come in the picture? Government. Government said that in order to push the economy or pull the economy out of depression, what is very important is autonomous investment. And the autonomous investment is nothing but the investment done by the government. I am just adding one plain slide so that you will be able to understand much better. 1 minute. Since the recording is going on, I got a slide here. Let us see. Okay, here I will write. So what did I say? K stands for multiplier. Multiplier is equivalent to change in income due to change in investment. And this investment is known as autonomous investment. And I told you autonomous means the investment done by the government. That is known as autonomous investment. Autonomous. डिप्रेशन का पीरियड में इन्वेस्टमेंट कौन करना पड़ेगा? गवर्नमेंट करना पड़ेगा. So when government is making a small change in investment, income is changing in multiples. I am repeating, when government is introducing a small change in investment, income increases by multiples. That is known as multiplier. I am repeating. Suppose that in a depression economy, government is making the investment of 20 crore. Government is making the investment of 20 crore in a depression economy. So according to Keynes, everything got rubbed off. Government is making an investment of 20 crore. Okay. So according to Keynes, income will increase in multiples. Income will increase in multiples. That means income may increase by 40 crore, or it may increase by 80 crore, or it may increase even by 100 crore. How it is going to happen, that's what we are going to discuss. So a small change in investment leads to multiple change in income. This process is known as multiplier. You are remembering the famous three-sector model introduced by Keynes. Y is equivalent to C plus I plus G. Already we have done. We are talking about this G. This is the government. So this government, when they make the investment, we call it as autonomous investment. I told you there are two types of investment. One is autonomous investment and other is, 1 minute children. Other is, why this is not writing? Other is induced investment. Induced investment कौन करता है बच्चे लोग?
Private sector.
Very good. Induced investment is done by private sector. Then आपका उधर और एक formula था, देखो delta y is equivalent to, इधर देखो आपको मालूम पड़ा k is equivalent to delta y upon delta I. This is k stands for multiplier. So now I am taking delta y. ये delta y कैसा calculate करेगा? Cross multiplication. K into delta I. Multiplier multiplied by change in investment leads to change in income. Go through that very carefully. I will ask you right now. Yes, children. What is delta y? Change in income. Delta y is equal to k into delta I. K is multiplier. Okay, that means जब government ने 20 crore investment करता है, okay, that is delta I. Let us suppose k is say 3. If the k is 3, then how much the income will change? 20 crore into 3. That is 60 crore. देखो, this is the multiplier. Government ने एक small changes कर दिया investment में, then the income will increase in multiple level. That is known as multiplier. So I am repeating, you have to give answer along with me. You cannot simply sit quiet. Okay, give me, tell me. What is multiplier? What is the formula? जल्दी बोलना पड़ेगा, एक एक घंटा नहीं दे सकते. Multiplier is equivalent to what? K is equivalent to what?
MPS.
MPS वगैरह बहुत दूर का बात है. Right now what I am teaching now. What is K? K is multiplier, agreed. But what is that K?
Delta Y.
On delta I.
Delta I.
Correct. What is delta Y?
I stands for income.
Y stands for income, change in income. Okay, I stands for
Change in investment.
change in investment. Then बाद में हमने क्या बोला? What is delta Y? So मैंने cross multiplication किया. Delta Y is equivalent to K into delta I. Change in income is equivalent to multiplier into delta I. And this delta I is done only by government. Because during the period of depression, nobody else will come ahead. Only government has to do. So that is why when we were talking about Keynesian theory in the three-sector model, Y is equivalent to C plus I plus G. And Keynes has emphasized the role of government. I hope this is clear to you. Now, what we are going to discuss is, there is one more formula. Look, how to calculate K. K is equivalent to 1 by 1 minus MPC. Children understand multiplier depends only on MPC. You are aware MPC is nothing but marginal propensity to consume. MPC is marginal propensity to consume. That is MPC. Yes, you have given the answer. I am very happy. I have seen in the chat box. K is equivalent to 1 divided by, okay, 1 minus MPC. That means K multiplier is too much associated with MPC, marginal propensity to consume. Higher the MPC, higher is K. Higher the MPC, higher is the K. What is the meaning, children? MPC ज़्यादा होने पर K भी ज़्यादा होगा. How it is happening, we are going to explain. MPC कम होने पर K will also be less. Abhi I am going to introduce one more formula. Don't get afraid. MPC plus MPS is equivalent to 1. Take down the formula. मैडम देखता नहीं है, इसलिए हम आराम से बेड में बैठकर लेक्चर सुनेगा, करके करने का नहीं. MPC plus MPS is equivalent to 1. Okay, MPC is marginal propensity to consume. What is MPS? Marginal propensity to save. Marginal propensity to
Marginal propensity of to save.
correct. Marginal propensity to save. You are right. That is MPS. So मैंने क्या लिखा? MPC plus MPS is equivalent to 1. That's our point. MPC plus MPS is equivalent to 1. So therefore, ये देखो, MPC is equivalent to 1 minus MPS. MPC is equivalent to 1 minus MPS. उसका मीनिंग क्या है? जितना कंजम्पशन चेंज होगा, it is depending upon savings. So जितना सेव करता है, बाकी जो आता है, that is the consumption. Okay, that is the consumption. So we are telling that K is equivalent to 1 by 1 minus MPC. Formula लिखो उधर. That is, higher the multiplier, higher the MPC, higher is the multiplier. So the entire multiplier is depending upon marginal propensity to consume. According to Keynes, saving is not good. Okay, Keynes consider saving as a vice. Children, what do you mean by vice? Bad habit. Vice means bad habit. We say that drinking is a vice, smoking is a vice, it's a bad habit. So according to Keynes, saving is a vice. What's the reason? People should go on spend the money. जितना ज़्यादा पैसा spend करता है, उतना ज़्यादा economy में investment बढ़ जाएगा. Please remember. So according to the Keynesian theory, saving is a vice and people should go on consume. Okay, so the consumption will increase. That is more important. Okay. Now, how this multiplier is working, that's what we are going to explain now. Look here. How the multiplier is working? Dekho. First, economy is in depression. When economy is in depression, who is starting the investment? This is already a saved slide, so I will take another one. Here I will write. One minute. Condition is economy is in depression. Okay, first step क्या है? Government start investment. That we call it as autonomous investment. Step by step. Anywhere not clear, tell me. government starts investment. When government starts investment, second step is people get employment. Because government will construct the roads, government will construct railway lines, bridges, so लोगों को employment मिलेगा. When you get employment, what will happen? Income of the people will increase. When income increases, next step क्या है? Demand will increase. When demand increases, production increases. When production increases, investment increases. Look here. When production increases, investment increases. लेकिन इधर जो investment increase होता है, this investment is done by private, which is known as induced. इधर का जो investment है, it is done by private. So beginning में जो investment करता है, that is done by government. That is how Keynes said that एक बार government investment start करने पर economy अपने आप depression का बाहर आ जाएगा. What is the reason? Government का investment देकर लोगों का confidence बढ़ जाता है and private investment also comes to that economy. We are repeating. What is the first step, children? During the period of depression, who is starting the investment? Very good, children. Government. Nice. So when government starts the investment, what is the next step? Second step क्या है?
People get employment.
Very good. People get employment. You are absolutely right. When people get employment, what is the next step?
Income must be increased.
Income increases. When income increase होने पर, next is demand will increase. Demand increase होने पर production will increase. ये देखो, production increase होने पर next step, the most important step, investment will increase. But this investment is induced investment, or it is a private investment. Again, private investment increases, people get employment, income increases, demand increases, production increases, again private investment increases. So like that, private investment is going on increasing and economy will come out of depression. That is how beautifully Keynes has explained. And slowly, American economy came out of depression, from 1936 onwards. So what was the magic that Keynes did? Keynes said that let the government start investment. Let the role of government become very important. You may wonder, Madam, इसमें इतना speciality क्या है? Children, I told you America was following Say's law of market or the classical theory of employment for more than 300 years, where there was no role for the government. Market was very important. So Keynes said that no longer market can be important. Government has to become important. This is how the multiplier is working. I am going back. Now please sit with the pen and book and take this example. Let us assume government investment is 20 crore. मेरे साथ करने का है. मैडम देखता नहीं है इसलिए हम सो जाएगा करके वीडियो ऑन करके ऑडियो ऑन करके सोने का नहीं. डेल्टा आई इज इक्वल टू 20 करोड़. एमपीसी इज 0.5. एमपीसी देना ही पड़ेगा मल्टीप्लायर कैलकुलेट करने के लिए. एमपीसी इज 0.5 मीन्स हाफ. Calculate K. This is first part of the question. Then calculate delta Y. This is our question. So we have to calculate two things. Delta I is 20 crore. MPC is 0.5. You can see here. And that is half. Okay, K, what is K and what is Y? So first I will write the formula of K. लिखो मेरे साथ. K is equivalent to 1 divided by 1 minus MPC. That is K. K is equivalent to 1 divided by 1 minus MPC. I hope you have written the formula. दिखा या नहीं? Yes or no? अच्छा, आवाज ही नहीं है.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes बोलने के लिए इतना टाइम लेता है. माय डियर बच्चे लोग, आप क्यों इतना टाइम लेता है, समझ में नहीं आता है. Now let us apply this formula. Do along with me. K is equivalent to 1 divided by 1 minus 5 upon 10. मैडम किधर से 5 upon 10 आ गया? 0.5 means 5 upon 10, that is half. This 0.5, that is nothing but 5 upon 10. Okay, ये तो स्कूल में पढ़ा है. So K is equivalent to 1 divided by 1 minus 5 by 10 कितना है चिल्ड्रन? 5 by 10. एक से हाफ जाने पर बाकी तो हाफ है. So 1 divided by 5 by 10 इधर तक मिला. अभी आप स्कूल में पढ़ा है, there are two denominators. 5 is also a denominator. 5 is also a denominator. 10 is also a denominator. दो डिनोमिनेटर आने पर नीचे का डिनोमिनेटर ऊपर जाएगा. So K is equivalent to 10 divided by 5. So K is equivalent to 2. K is equivalent to 2. When K is equivalent to 2, मैडम आंसर तो मिल गया, कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ. K is equivalent to 2. When K is equivalent to 2, what is Y? Y का फॉर्मूला क्या है? K into delta I. Y का फॉर्मूला है K into delta I. So हमको मालूम है delta Y is equivalent to K is 2. Delta I कितना है चिल्ड्रन? 20.
20 crore.
20 crore. So total change in income is equivalent to 40 crore.
40 crore.
What does it mean? When government changes the investment by 20 crore, when MPC is 0.5, then income is changing by 40 crores. Double ho jayega. How this is happening? This is happening through the multiplier effect. Now you have to do one more sum by yourself. I will erase all this. Okay. Delta I same है. Delta I is equivalent to, कभी कभी इतना इरिटेट करेगा. Delta I is equivalent to 20 crore. लेकिन मैं MPC को चेंज करता है. करो. MPC is equivalent to 0.4. 0.4 ब्रैकेट में लिखो, नहीं तो बड़ा मैथमेटिक्स सोचकर भाग जाएगा. 4 by 10. 0.4 means 4 by 10. अभी do it by yourself. I will wait here. मैडम करता है करके बैठने का नहीं, मैडम करेगा नहीं. What is K? What is delta Y? One minute. किधर गया? 1 second चिल्ड्रन, वो हाईलाइटनर ही दिखता नहीं है. मिल गया हाईलाइटनर. Delta I is equivalent to 20 crore. MPC is equivalent to 0.4. I told you 0.4 is nothing but 4 upon 10. पहला फॉर्मूला लिखो. K is equivalent to 1 divided by 1 minus MPC. Delta Y ये दोनों कैलकुलेट करने का है. K into delta I. This is our formula. Formula number 1, formula number 2. Okay. अभी कैलकुलेट करो. K is equivalent to 1 divided by 1 minus 4 by 10. 1 minus 4 by 10 कितना मिला? 1 minus 4 by 10 कितना मिला? क्या लिखा है चैट बॉक्स में?
0.6.
0.6. That is 6 by 10. 1 minus 4 by 10 is 6 by 10. You are right. And I told you there are two denominators. So नीचे का denominator ऊपर जाएगा. So
Numerator.
K is equivalent to 10 by 6. 10 by 6 कितना मिला? किया या नहीं?
1.7 ma'am.
1.7. What about others? किया या नहीं? You have to give the answer. Question is very clear. 10 divided by 6. That is my question. 1.66. That is 1.7. You are right. So K मिल गया. Now I have to calculate delta Y. क्या करेगा? I will apply the formula. K into delta I. So K is equivalent to, what is K? 1.7 multiplied by ये देखो delta I is 20 crore. 20 crore. So 1.7 into 20 crore कितना मिलेगा?
Ma'am, 33.34.
34 crores. 34 crores. Okay. So आपने देखा, when investment is 20 crore, when MPC is 0.4, income increases by 34 crores. First example, okay, लिखा है chat box में बराबर लिखता है. Oh, thank you, very nice. 33 point. Okay, that is 34. You are right. Earlier answer, ma'am, when investment was 20 crore, okay, when MPC was 0.5, we got delta Y as 40 crore. Either we are getting delta Y as 34 crore. What is the reason, children? उधर हमको 40 crore मिला, इधर हमको 34 crore मिलता है. What is the reason? उधर हमारा MPC था 0.5, right? 5 by 10 था. इधर हमारा MPC है 0.4. कम में. Lower the MPC, lower is the multiplier. Higher the MPC, higher is the multiplier. I hope you are understanding.
Yes, ma'am.
और एक काम करो, और एक सम करो. Delta I is 20 crore में delta I change ही नहीं करता है. MPC is 0.6 में MPC को बढ़ाया. ब्रैकेट में लिखो 6 by 10. करो अभी 6 by 10. फर्स्ट फॉर्मूला लिखो. मैडम हम आपको देखेगा नहीं, हम करेगा नहीं, ऐसा नहीं बोलने का, बराबर पढ़ने का है. कोविड परमानेंटली हमारे साथ नहीं होगा, उसको गुड बाय बोलना पड़ेगा. उसके बाद यू हैव टू सर्च द एम्प्लॉयमेंट. देयर द सब्जेक्ट नॉलेज इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. So K is equivalent to 1 by 1 minus MPC. So 1 by 1 minus 6 by 10. So I am getting 1 by 4 minus 10. So 10 ऊपर जाएगा, 10 by 4. 10 by 4 कितना मिला? 10 by 4 is equivalent to, बच्चे लोग 10 by 4 कितना है?
0.
सुना नहीं? 10 by 4 कितना है? ये सब कैलकुलेट करने के लिए इतना टाइम लेने पर, हाँ,
2.5. 2.5.
वेरी गुड. चैट बॉक्स में बड़ा है, एक्सलेंट. मेरे को चैट बॉक्स देखने का आदत नहीं, आपका तो चैट बॉक्स में लिखने का आदत भी है. सी द फंड. ओके, 2.5. यू आर राइट. सो मिल गया. अभी मैं कैलकुलेट करेगा डेल्टा वाई. फॉर्मूला इज के इंटू डेल्टा आई. सो के मिल गया 2.5 इंटू 20 crore. कितना मिलेगा?
50 crore.
यस, हमको मिल गया 50 crore. इधर यस, यू हैव रिटन इन द चैट बॉक्स. इधर डेल्टा वाई ज्यादा होता है. व्हाट इज द रीजन चिल्ड्रन? व्हेन इन्वेस्टमेंट इज चेंजिंग बाय 20 crore, डेल्टा वाई इज चेंजिंग बाय 50 crore. हाउ डिड आई गेट इट? हियर एमपीसी ज्यादा है, देखो. सो आई एम जस्ट ड्रॉपिंग ऑफ समथिंग एंड राइटिंग डेल्टा आई. तो सब जगह में 20 crore है. हमारा फर्स्ट एग्जाम्पल में एमपीसी 0.5 था, हाफ. सो वो पीरियड पर हमको डेल्टा वाई मिला 40 crore. यू आर एक्सेप्टिंग. सेकेंड केस हमारा एमपीसी था 0.4, दैट इज 4 by 10. 4 by 10 वो क्लियर नहीं होने पर आपको कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा, इसलिए दोबारा लिखता है 4 by 10. वो पीरियड डेल्टा वाई मिला, कितना मिला वो पीरियड पर? 4/10 होने पर डेल्टा वाई कितना मिला था? आवाज किधर गया? सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल में एमपीसी वाज 4/10. ओके, सो कितना मिला था?
2.5.
34 crore.
नहीं, 2.5 अभी का है।
34 crore.
सुना नहीं? कितना?
34 crore.
हाँ, वेरी गुड, 34 करोड़, यू आर राइट। बाद का एग्जाम्पल में बोला एमपीसी इज 0.6, दैट इज 6/10. देन आपने जो बोला वो राइट है,
50 crore.
50 करोड़। अब देखो इधर 50 करोड़, सेम ओनली वो 5. हाँ, what does it show? Either MPC is increasing. देखो, when MPC is increasing, then accordingly multiplier is also increasing. Either MPC कम था, MPC का multiplier का effect कम था. Either MPC ज़्यादा है, so you can see the change in income is more. Okay. Either way you can see ज़्यादा है MPC, so income is changing more. So the entire multiplier is depending upon MPC. And you know that higher the MPC, more is the multiplier. MPC is nothing but marginal propensity to consume. हमने already पढ़ा है, that is equivalent to delta C upon delta Y. Okay, delta C upon delta Y. One minute, children. Now we have to draw the diagram. Let us see. वो diagram किधर गया? We will draw that. Draw the diagram along with me. Diagrammatic representation. Here we are marking consumption. Okay. First draw 45-degree line. Exactly middle में आएगा 45-degree line. Then we will draw, ये देखो, C plus I. This is the first case. उधर डिप्रेशन ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, डिप्रेशन होने का चांसेस के. So this is the intersection point. मैंने नीचे लाया, this is Y. That is income unity line is intersecting with C plus I. So I am getting the equilibrium. अभी देखो क्या होता है करके. Economy lands into depression. Okay. And government is coming out with the investment. Government is coming out with the investment. ये देखो C plus I plus G. You can see here investment is increasing. कितना ज़्यादा chat box में क्या लिखा है, आंसर लिखा है C plus I plus G. Okay, here. So the investment is, government is coming out the investment. आपने देखा, this is E1. ये जो difference है, that is delta I. हमारा example में वो 20 करोड़ था. हमारा example में वो 20 करोड़ था. So when the investment is changing by 20 crore, either I am writing MPC is 0.5. नहीं तो MPC is half. MPC मालूम होना ही पड़ेगा. MPC is equivalent to half. So you can see here, income is increasing. Income कितना increase होता है? Income is increasing by 40 crore. अब ये ध्यान रखो, ये जो gap है, this is known as delta Y. So a gap should be more and this gap it should be less. I'm talking about this gap. इधर आप देखो. The same point if I take here, a जो gap है वो कम होना चाहिए. What is the reason? Investment 20 crore change होता है, income is changing by 40 crore. Income ज़्यादा change होना चाहिए. So delta Y should be more than delta I. थोड़ा ध्यान रखो. This is working of multiplier. Income unity line को C plus S भी बोल सकते हैं. Income unity line. You can draw the diagram. If there is any doubt, you can always ask to me. Next class, we will be dealing with working of leakages in multiplier. Okay. After that, we will be dealing with marginal efficiency of capital, all that stuff. Okay, Keynesian theory is very important. Did you draw the diagram, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. समझ में आया या नहीं multiplier? या मेरे साथ lecture खत्म हो गया, madam? We also have forgotten.
No, ma'am.
Understood, ma'am.
Very good. Very nice of you, children. So what I will do is, we have to now continue with the leakages in multiplier. Okay. What do you mean by leakages? Leakages means those forces which will reduce the speed of multiplier. That is the meaning of the term leakages. That forces that will reduce the speed of multiplier. That is known as leakages. मल्टीप्लायर का स्पीड कम करने वाला फैक्टर्स क्या क्या है? That is known as leakage. Okay, I hope you understood. Then we will continue
Yes.
in next